with Encore Real Estate. We're your local realtors, aka
therapists,
paper shufflers,
negotiators,
and dog scratchers.
Ooh.
So this is video 1 in our Home Buying 101 series about are you ready to buy a house? So you think you're ready, you're like, man, I'm really ready to make that investment in my future. What do I need to do? So the first thing to ask yourself is, what is your situation? Are you currently in a lease? When is your lease up? How soon are you looking to move? If you own a home, is it something where you need to sell your current home in order to buy a new home? Or can you buy a home that's not contingent upon the sale of your current home? Maybe you want to rent your current home out or do something like that. So those are some of the questions that you really kind of need to start asking yourself. And that's the point where you would contact us and we can talk through those things with you as far as your situation, how soon you need to move, and what's going to be right for you. Maybe you're living with relatives and you're like, Sarah, I'm ready to go. We can buy anytime. And we're like, all right, next step's going to be to get you to a lender and connect you with a trusted professional to see about getting a loan.
To hook you up with some local lenders that we can give you their name and telephone number, email.
We got the hookup.
We got the hookup. And they'll, once from there, this is what to expect when you do talk to the lender that you choose. They are going to pull your credit and they are going to ask you for some documents, such as your license, social security card, your tax returns for the past year or two. They will need employment verification. So either that could be pay stubs, or if you're a 1099 employee, that could be any other type of income verification that they'll need. And last but not least, they'll probably ask you what is in your savings account, what's in your little nest egg, and any other investments that you might have or assets on the side.
Yep. And what they're going to do is they're going to use all that to help determine what price range you should be shopping in. So we're really talking to people right now about when you're looking at the price of home, let's break it down to your monthly payment, because interest rates are going to flux, all that stuff's going to vary, but your monthly payment is going to include your principal, your interest, your taxes, and your insurance. So that's what you need to budget for on a monthly basis. And we're going to kind of break that down from the other levels. So we're going to say, hey, I want to spend $1,700 a month. Okay, well, here's what that looks like in a home price. And what we usually ask our lenders to do, if you're looking in, let's say, a $400 to $450 price range, okay, I want them to give you a monthly estimate. If your mortgage was $400,000, I want you to give them a monthly estimate if it was $425, and one at $450. So you know at each of those price ranges, if I buy a house that's $400,000, here's what my monthly mortgage is going to be. If I buy a house that's $425, here's what my monthly mortgage is going to be, so that we make sure that we're shopping in a range that you're comfortable.
So moral of the story, Sarah, is stop worrying about the interest rates for now and worry about more your monthly payment. Because honestly, even if you don't like the interest rate that you're at right now when you do buy a house, you can always refinance it later and get it down to a lower interest rate in a year or two as you make payments on your own investment house.
Yeah, and most of us budget monthly anyway, not yearly. If you're budgeting yearly, you can probably buy a house in cash. So.
Right. And another thing to consider, sometimes my buyers don't understand the difference between the money that you will need for a down payment versus closing costs. They are two separate things. The down payment is going to vary depending on who you are, and that could be, the down payment of what you're putting down on your house. 50%, 20%, 10%, 3.5%, or if you're a veteran, maybe even 0%. So that's your down payment. Your closing costs are going to be the processing fees that you pay to your lender for the origination of the loan, and will include things that you are required to prepay in advance, such as your taxes and insurance. And then that money will be held in escrow for you.
So a lot of people want to know, all right, well, what's an estimate on my closing costs? So let's just say you had a $400,000 house. We usually estimate closing costs anywhere from 3 to 5% of the sales price. So at a $400,000 house, that would put your closing costs anywhere from $12,000 to $20,000. Just to give you guys an idea, based on your specific situation, we're happy to give you a more detailed breakdown based on your certain price point. But just so you know, on average, 3 to 5% of the sales price.
And that, remember, those are your closing costs, but you also have to add your down payment to it. And that would be the money that you would need in your little nest egg to put down on your house on day one when you get your key.
Yeah. So what the lender is going to do is they're going to take a look at all of that, right? They're going to take a look at your application. They're going to take a look at your monthly mortgage payments. They're going to take a look at how much you've got for a down payment. And they're going to take a look at your closing costs. And all of those things are kind of like give us the magic potion of, all right, what price range do you need to be shopping in? Because that's what's really important to us. You're not necessarily going to talk to us about all of the financial information. That will be more confidential between you and your lender. But the important part coming out of it's going to be, all right, what price range do we get to go shopping, right, Jackie?
Right. Are you in the $200,000 to $250,000 range of homes, or are you in the $300,000 to $350,000? You know, you're going to feel a range of what is going to be comfortable for you based on all those things.
Yeah.
And again, real estate is not one size fits all. If you have any specific questions, please reach out to Sarah and I before you go falling in love with that home on realtor.com and you really want to make an offer on it like now.
Yeah, really. No, call us first, please.
Please. We'll steer you in the right direction.
All right, guys. So
take care.
Video 1, ready to buy.